Praise God. So recently, Papa David Ibiome preached a message, and the message really got so many reactions, negative reaction, according to what he later said in another of his teaching. And what did he preach? He said, God or Jesus hate poverty. And there is nothing wrong if you come to God or poor, but you are not supposed to remain poor. And according to him, people reacted negatively about that message. Now, Jesus made a statement. Jesus made a statement. And the statement that Jesus made, first, before we listen to what Jesus said, let's listen to what Papa David Ibiome said that caused that reaction. Let's listen.
If I tell something, it will baffle you. Jesus never visited any poor person in the house. Read your Bible. That means he hates poverty. Check. He visited Lazarus. They were not poor, they were giving food. He visited a sinner called Zacchaeus, who was rich. Tell me one poor man Jesus entered his house. He hates poverty, that's the meaning. He hates people who are poor. He wants to bring you. He died for you not to be poor. So how can you now come into a church, have that kind of mentality? You can come poor, but you're not permitted to remain poor. Nothing wrong you coming to Christ as a poor man, but it's wrong for you to remain what? It is wrong.
So you heard what he said, right? Now, what did Jesus say? In Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28, Jesus himself said, "Come to me, all you who labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." What was Jesus saying there? The same thing that Jesus said in that Matthew 11:28 is the same thing that Papa David Ibiome said. There is nothing wrong for you to be poor. There is nothing wrong for you to come to him, that is to come to Jesus as a poor person, but you are not supposed to remain poor. And that is the truth. Because what Jesus is saying there is that if you have any problem, if you have any issue, which is laden, if you are heavy laden, if you labor and you are heavy laden, which is if you have any unpleasant situation, do you have something that is unpleasant in your life, or is poverty pleasant? I mean financial poverty. Now, is it a pleasant situation? It is not a pleasant situation. So Jesus is saying, if you have any unpleasant situation, you should come to him and he will give you rest. What is that rest? He will give you solution. So you are not supposed to remain poor. You can come poor, but you are not supposed to remain poor. So I don't see any reason why people saw that message as a wrong message. There is nothing wrong with that message. Nothing is wrong with that message. That message is 100% correct, because that is what Jesus said. You have to come to Jesus. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your status. Come to Jesus and he will give you solution. I may not know the motive why he preached the message. Maybe it is for him to collect a seed, for people to sow seed. I don't know. But the message, I am not looking at the messenger now. I am talking about the message itself. The message is correct. Because poverty is an unpleasant situation. Poverty, financial poverty, is sickness. So you need to come to Jesus in order for you to get rest. Praise God.